Hi, crafters. Hey, oh yeah, I thought, why can't I see how many people are live? And I just came back from the hairdresser, so I didn't do much at my hair. It looks a little bit scruffy, but I just let it air dry. So, but I got new dyes in from the KLJUYP store. I know a lot of you maybe already have them, but they took a long time to arrive at my house. So I thought I would tell you the stories behind the dyes. I would show you samples that I made. And I did not make samples for every dye set, but two of them. So let me first start with the one I didn't make a sample for. Hi, Robin. Hi, sweetie. So I will tilt my camera so I can show you the dice, and then I will tell what my thoughts were behind the dice. So let me tilt my camera, my keyboard a little bit tucked away. The first dice set that I want to show you is this one, and maybe it's a smart idea of me to put a little piece of cardstock under it so you can see it better. Let me take out my cardstock so I think this shows up the die set way better. The first one I designed is a big and a small light bulb in a shaker style. Hi, Sweetwaters. Oh, I'm fine, thank you. And how are you? I'm doing okay. Ben is doing okay, and so there. Yeah, here it's all going according to plan. Let me say it like that. This is the first one. This inner piece can come out, and this piece can come loose, and it says flash. And you can make it in a flat one, but you can also make it into a shaker. Ah, see, I'm happy that you're doing good. Hi, Natalie. Good morning to you and Ben. Beautiful morning in Alberta, Canada. Oh, yeah, it's a rather cloudy day in the Netherlands, a bit windy and a bit cloudy. So, but according to dice, yeah, I made a bigger one and a smaller one. The bigger one measures 8.5 centimeters, and in inches, that's 3.5 inches, and the smaller one measures 2.5 inches. And you can make them into shakers, of course. So this is the first set that I wanted to show you, and I thought it was fun to have a die set like this so you could make it into a shaker. Thank you to Dicer. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Merlin. I didn't know your name was Merlin. I'm sorry. I try to remember next time, but don't hold it against me. Hi, Castai Arts. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, you grabbed me live. The next one I like to show you is a shaker lantern. And what I did, I put in a candle. And I put some drippings on them, and this candle you can use in the bigger one and in the smaller one. So this is a shaker lantern. Shakers for graduation, you're a smart one, lol. Yeah, they could be indeed for, yeah, I think that's a good one to use them with a smart one. Yeah, that's a great idea. So with the with the lanterns, you will get the candles to go inside, and then you can make them into a shaker. And the next one I like to show you are these coin purses. These are old-fashioned coin purses. And of course, I made a bigger one and a smaller one. But in the smaller one, I couldn't do the decorative parts because of the production limits. But it says, the sentiment says girly in this order. And it's an old-fashioned coin purse. And what I did is I put the top part extra in so you could make that from like shiny silver cardstock or gold or whatever color your heart desire. But yeah, I made a bigger set and a smaller set. And in the bigger set, I added a decorative layer. So if you want to use it, you can use it on the coin purse. And it gives that real yeah, old-fashioned style. Yeah, I think that's the best word to use in this case. And then the next one is one of my personal favorites. This is also a favorite of mine, and I will put them later together, but I didn't have time today because I needed to go to the hairdresser and to the pharmacy and stuff like that. So hi Suzanne, hi Wendy, hi sweetie. How are you? I hope you're doing fine. Yeah, you could make a fake coin. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's possible. And this one is one, as I told you, one of my favorites. It's an envelope shaker die set. I made it in two sizes, so a smaller one and a bigger one. So if you want to use it, for instance, on memory dex cards, um, they will both fit, but this one is smaller, so you could use it on a tag. And if you want to see samples with these, check out the links that I put in the description box below. It's just one click you have to do, and then you see all the samples that are made with these. Hi, Anna. Oh, I'm Ben from Victoria, Australia. Nice to catch you live. Hope all is going well. Yes, all is going well. There are a little bit of hiccups with the dentist, but that's a story I will tell you later. But do they have a store on Amazon? I don't know if the KLJUYP store has an Amazon, but you could ask Case Craft, Hannah from Case Craft, because I know that Hannah from Case Craft is a friend of this store owner, and maybe, but I have no clue, maybe they also have an Amazon store. And what I also did is I designed a new lip balm box because I know you guys love them, and I thought I would add a lip balm box. Thank you, Ben. He just brought me my tea. And yeah, I made a new one, so you have an option because last year I also designed one, and I noticed that people loved them. So I thought I would do a more. The style of this one is also usable for masculine lip balms or lip balms that you want to give to men. Let me say it like this. And then the last time I showed you the dice from Case Craft. In there was a craft caddy, and people asked me if I could do the craft caddy also into a memory dex one. So that's what I did. These pieces you have to take out, so this square and these two longer pieces, and then this craft caddy can fit perfectly on here, and then you have it into a memory dex. And for the clever ones among us, it's even possible, but then you have to cut a few things yourself to make it into a shaker. So, and all the items that I added are just to define the pockets that are in there. So this is the same craft caddy, a little bit larger, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, it fits perfectly in a memory dex system. And I thought that was fun. So, and since you guys asked me to make it into a memory dex, I thought, well, let me do that. So you have the option to have the craft caddy a little tiny bit larger and then into a memory dex. And then, thank you, Robin. I'm happy that you like them. And then I designed something that when you first look at it, will think, what the freak is that? Well, I will explain. I will take the dice out, and this inner part that you see here, so not the diamond shaped part, but this inner part must come out. Just so you know, this one you need to take out. This fits in a standard die cutting machine, so no worries, it will fit. But this makes a party cracker. So the crackers that you pull on both sides and crack open, and there is a gift inside. So this will make that. You just have to roll it up, put a little glue on these sides. So on this side, a little bit of glue when you rolled it up. And what I did is this piece that you have to take out is a piece that you can use on the tops. And this piece that's also in it is to wrap around designer paper around the cracker itself. So this one you have to die cut twice if you want to do designer paper on the party cracker, and this one is for the middle part. And it looks cute. Check out what the seller made with it, because I think it's a fun one. It's not a big one, and that's on purpose because I couldn't make it any wider because else it wouldn't fit in a standard die cutting machine. But I think these smaller versions are fun to put, for instance, Hershey Kisses in them, or with a note, stuff like that. That will fit perfectly in here, because when you wrap it around, it's a big circle. I believe 2.5 or 3 inches in diameter. That's what is stuck in my head. But yeah, as you know, I sometimes design dies way up front, and measurements are not clear in my brain. Yeah, I think you will like this one, Wendy. I think this is one that you will love putting together. I see you make this a stunning one. Yeah, it's a larger one. I wanted to have it as large as I possibly could make, but still stay within the size of a standard die cutting machine. And then one of you got to say, "Oh, I thought, what are you saying?" But now I read it correctly. Then I got an ask. There was a brand, and they made a piñata. I believe it's a llama, but I'm not positive. And they asked me if I could make a traditional piñata. And I put it together myself. When you just put it together, it will look like this. But inside the package, you will find this star that I'm pointing at now. And that makes the option to make it also into a shaker. So you can use it like this, and then it will fit on an A2 size card. But if you use this part, you can make it into a shaker piñata. So, and these tassels, these are paper tassels. Of course, you can do real tassels, so make a very tiny hole inside and then do real tassels. But I wanted the people who didn't have tassel dies or stuff like that to be able to put the tassels on. See, I was hoping that you would like this piñata. So this is traditional as far as I know. I tried to investigate it as good as I was possibly able, but yeah, it fits on an A2 and A6 size card, and I think that's fun to have. You can even poke a hole inside and then hang it. You see those cards with holes, and then that it twirls around. Even that's possible. So when people open it, it will spin around like a real piñata. But yeah, I put it together so you could see how stunning it looks when it's put together. And I think it's fun. Thank you, Gail. Hi, sweetie. And then last but not least, and I made samples with this one because I had something like, when they see it, maybe you think, well, it's not so special, but I think when you see it put together, you will like it. In the die set, you will find this one that makes an envelope. This one makes the liner inside your envelope. And this one is a liner. You don't have to use it. I didn't use this part in my samples, but if you want, you can use it for all the sides you want to use it. But this one, because when I make envelopes, I get so much the question, could you make a liner, that I had something like, okay, if I make an envelope die like this, I have to put in a liner. I added a butterfly doily and a clip. So if you want to put something in your envelope, you have a clip to attach something to. And I added the 2 circles that would made it possible to make the doily into a shaker. So I hope I thought of everything. And now for the samples that I made myself. This is the first one that I made. This is how it will look when it's finished. And if you take the liner piece, so this part, and you cut this top part off, you have a perfect card that fits inside the envelope. So I didn't have to make an extra piece, just cut this one out and cut at the score line, and then you're good to go. And then you can use this piece to attach at the top, so you can take it out way more easily. Thank you, Robin. And what I did is I dressed it up with a few branches that I designed. I used another doily with hearts that I had in my stash. I even put in or put on some dangles, but oh yeah, and a tassel because I thought that was fun. So this is the first one that I made, and I think it's perfect to hang on gifts, except for the cat hairs. And yeah, this is how I dressed it up. But if you want to fold it closed, that's also possible because the score line, I don't know if the camera picks this up, but the score line, come on, is it visible that there is a score line? There is a score line. And I didn't do a dotted score line, I did a fold line. So if you want to keep it straight, you don't see it very clearly. Thank you, Robin. And the next one I made or put together is more in a Christmas style, and it looks like this. Oh, now you always see that my phone will ring. I think it's my dad because my mother just had surgery. Oh no, it's I think from another company, but yeah. I also put a tassel on it. I put a little bell that I found on Aliexpress a year ago or something like that, a little tiny Christmas bell, some ribbons that I think that the colors will match my paper. I put in or put on some snowflakes, the same doily I used, and yeah, I made it into Christmas style one. So this is the die set put together, and I thought it would be fun to have a visual item so you would see how it looked when you put it together yourself. So these are all the dies that I designed for the KLJUYP store and that came in today, and I thought maybe it's fun to show them to you. So that's why I came on live. Yeah, it has a lot of possibilities. I'm totally hi Ma, hi sweetie. Yeah, it has totally a lot of possibilities. When I have time, I will also put the cracker together. But yeah, I had so much on my plate today that I didn't find time to make even more samples. But I hope that you liked the fact that I did a few. Only if I know it's only two, but you know how much time can put or can be put into making samples. Hi, Crafting with a Smile. Glad I caught you live stream. Is it possible to make sequence of various images on cover plate? On a cover plate. We can use them in shakers. Yeah, the problem with that is I thought about doing a kind of background die style, so the size of a background die with all kinds of shaker materials in all kinds of shapes. But the problem is that a cutting die has limits, and lines need to be at a certain distance from each other to be able to make a certain shape or style. And so little teeny tiny shakers stuff is hard to make into a die set. That's something look like stars and hearts, and that's no problem, and circles and squares and diamond shapes. But if you, for instance, like a teeny tiny unicorn, that's not possible. Then the unicorn needs to have a certain size. Would it be possible to produce into a cutout shape? That's my problem with I'm able to design a really tiny unicorn, but yeah. For instance, a shape like a really tiny gingerbread person, that would be possible, but then you would not be possible to put in the eyes and the nose and the mouth and the squiggles that are on the arms normally, because it becomes too tiny. Hi Sabine, dankjewel lieverd. Oh, dankjewel Marijke. I got a comment from Marijke. She says, hello, I'm new here and I find your videos awesome. So I thanked her in Dutch. Thank you Marijke, dankjewel. Yeah, I try to do my best. I have a few that are coming that I think you will like a lot. And it has to do with coffee and Christmas. So, but I don't know when they will be ready. At this moment, the production companies are very busy making a lot of new dyes. So, yeah, I have to see and wait until they are ready. But the last few days, I had the time to design a few new ones, and that I think you will like. A lot of them were requests from you. So. Dankjewel Marijke, dank je. Vind ik leuk om te horen. Yeah, Marijke told me that she loved my designs, so I thanked her in Dutch. Coffee and Christmas, perfect. Yeah, Robin, I think you are going to love them. Thank you, dankjewel Sabine. Yeah, I always try to be or to come up with fun and new dyes, but it's hard and it's getting harder. The more styles and dyes I design, it's getting harder and harder to come up with brilliant ideas. But there are a few in the making that I think a lot of you will like a lot. So, hi June. Oh, how is Ben? Well, Ben is now doing well. 4 days ago, he was as gray as a dead body, and I know it's cruel for me to say, but it was really true. If you would see Ben then, oh my goodness, you would ask me when I needed to order his casket of coffin. Sorry. Um, but they told us, we called because we were a little bit shocked on the color of his face. It was very, very, very pale and very gray. When he woke up, I looked at him and I was like, what's wrong with you? How are you feeling? And yeah, but it's so odd. Every day it's something different. For instance, Ben didn't shave now for about 3 days and his beard is not growing anymore. So we have the feeling that within now and possibly a week that all his hair will be falling out. And but it's and that's, I know it's maybe too much TMI, but I didn't know that when you would undergo chemo, that the first places you would lose your hair is under your armpits and down there, if I may say it so. But that's the truth. It's yeah, the stronger hairs that you have are on your face and on your head, and we can see that his hair on his head is not as thick as normal. Normally he has really thick hair, and now you can see that it's very thin and very fragile. So, but they told us this would happen in the 3rd week, and now he is going into a 3rd week. So yeah, I'm so glad I caught you live. I never seem to catch you on. I'm keeping you, Ben, in my prayers. Thank you, Kay. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate that you do. Nicole, is produce in Belgium? No, that's in Belgium, and I'm in the Netherlands. Belgium is beneath the Netherlands. When you look on the land map, you get the Netherlands, and under the Netherlands, right under the Netherlands, is Belgium. And Brussels is about, when I would drive from here to Brussels, I believe 300 kilometers, so it's not nearby. No. But yeah, we have to do and live by the day, and we sometimes will enjoy a walk outside or a drive in the car if we are fed up being inside of the house. or playing games at the computer, or tease our cat, stuff like that. But yeah, as far as now, he is doing okay. He doesn't have any infections or stuff like that. So yeah, he's doing fine. Pray things are going well for you and Ben. Hi, Teresona. Hi, sweetie. Dankjewel. Cut it off so you're in control. Yeah, Priscilla, we are going to do that, but the longer he can have his hair on his head, because he still has a lot of hair on his head right now. It's not falling out right now, but we see it getting thinner and more fragile. So, but I think when splotches are going to fall out, I think he will ask me to shave his head or something like that. But it's up to Ben. I don't know what he wants. And I think we have to wait and see how it will fall out. If it will fall out in multiple spots or in one go, I have no idea. I've never have lived with anybody so close that has cancer, so I don't know. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Nicole and Ben. Hope you are well. Is well with you and Ben. I just got on live, so I have missed a lot. Yeah, you have to watch the rematch because I already showed all the new dice, but I think you are going to love it, sweetie. A cup of tea for Ben. Yeah, yeah. And he had last week. He loves his coffee. I don't drink coffee, but Ben does love coffee a lot. And this week he had a cup of coffee, and it didn't taste him well. And then we discovered when he leaves out the milk, the coffee tastes better because chemo makes everything taste differently. So that's yeah. Make sure Ben dresses up warmly, as no hair means he will get cold. Yeah, my mom and dad already ordered. See, I have the box here. My mom and dad already ordered 2 special hats for Ben. So when his hair will fall out, he has something to cover his head with. Because if you're used to having a lot of hair on your head and then nothing at all, yeah, it will make a lot of difference. Yeah. But watching that is traumatizing to go through. I wish to peace. Thank you, Priscilla. Yeah, it's scary because when you wake up, you have no idea on how you will find your husband. And for instance, before his chemo, Ben snored a lot, and that's why he slept in another room because else he would snore me awake, or keep me awake. And 2 or 3 days ago, it was in the middle of the night, and I needed to go to the toilet, and I had something like, I don't hear him snore. Does he breathe? And I had to sneak in his room and see his body go up and down. And I had something like, okay, he is still breathing. He's doing well. I will let him sleep. But yeah, it's scary when you're used to certain things and things are now other than your normal. Yeah, it's scary. Yeah. I have a good friend in Holland. She said she is 15 minutes from Almere. Oh, okay. Okay, then she is maybe in Lelystad, because that's about 15 minutes from here. Marijke, yes. Sorry, guys, I will tell this in Dutch. It's a bit easier for me. Marijke, Ben heeft 4 weken of 5 weken geleden te horen gekregen dat hij lymfeklierkanker heeft in zijn hals. En hij had in het begin echt zo'n bult aan de buitenkant en hij had zo'n bult aan de binnenkant van zijn keel. Maar die zijn gelukkig al geslonken. Dus ja, hij heeft helaas lymfeklierkanker. Oh yeah, ask her. Yeah. My mom lost her hair in blotches and my dad hardly lost any hair. Okay. But they told us it's depending on what kind of chemo you will get, because there is a certain medicine inside the chemo treatment that will cause the hair loss. And that's that kind of medicine Ben had. Maybe your mom did get it and your dad didn't get it. I don't know. I just say what I think, so I'm not a professor at all. So don't take this the wrong way. Yeah, sweeties, I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed looking at the new dice that I designed for the KLJUYP store. All the links are in the description box below. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always here to help. Or if you have ideas, let me know. I'm always looking for new ideas. So if you have them, let me know. I wish you all a nice day, a big kiss, and until the next time. Bye bye.